So, welcome to another episode of our Rock Call. Today's guest will be on tour in Germany next month and in the rest of Europe as well. But today he's taking the time to talk to us. Thank you, Nergal from Behemoth. How are you doing today?
Not bad. Busy with this, which is good because I'm very excited about the new record. So I'm like every time I talk to people, and there's not many people that have heard the record yet. So for me, it's like kind of checking, how it's being received and how it's being perceived. So I'm very eager to talk to people because by their questions or they tell me their opinions, and I'm excited to hear those opinions. So
All right,
exciting.
Perfect. So the tour which is coming up will be with Arch Enemy, and you'll bring Carcass and two others along. Like, how did you guys all meet, or did you even meet? I know that Arch Enemy and you guys played Wacken this year.
No, we did. We planned that fucking 2 years ago, right? Or like that tour this is the second time we are, shit. It didn't happen in the first place. What was it? It was 2020, I believe. Now I got like lost, but yeah. I think we pushed it twice, maybe. I don't remember because like this last 3 years is a blur to me.
It is.
But anyway, so it was like long planned and long ahead, and now we just executing those plans, those tours. So we did US and it was a success. Now we want to repeat that, maybe even more successful in Europe. I mean, in US we had Napalm Death, which is awesome. Now we're having Carcass, fucking splendid. I love all those bands. Us and Arch Enemy, we really get along really well, I must say. Elisa is a good friend of mine. Everyone in the band super relaxed and cool, and the crew. I mean, I honestly can't wait to fucking bring that package to Germany and other countries because I believe it's gonna do fucking amazing. And I dare to say this is the extreme metal tour of the year. So if you still not decided, get your ticket and please be there because Behemoth is bringing a massive production. We'll be playing obviously songs from the new record, but also like other eras. We're gonna mix it up, dig out some stuff from the past, and just reapproach our stage presence. Also, for those who saw us at the Wacken, no, do not expect us to repeat the Wacken show. No, we're not doing that. Right. We're doing something even better.
That sounds awesome, and we're all looking forward to that for sure. Like you said, the past 2 or 3 years have been kind of a blur for everybody, I guess. But is there anything positive that you can take away from the whole COVID ordeal?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I remember in the very beginning when I came off tour with Slipknot and the pandemic just started like a week later, I was actually very thankful for that pause because I on the regular basis, I wouldn't be able to say halt and like, okay, guys, let's just take fucking 6 months off. I could never do that to anyone because a lot of people depend on that financially, right? So only because I need a break, I'd be very egocentric. So I'd be like, holy shit, okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet and just do those shows and go promo. First me and that man, then Behemoth. I mean, if it wasn't for the pandemic, we'd probably be recording the 13th record by now.
But so, like you said, you took a couple months off first, and then you started working on the new album. Is that right?
No, I think we started working pre-pandemic. I believe we did one session before the pandemic. We for a few years now we do that. We just get our equipment and we just go on the other side of the country, check in some studio for 3-4 days, and just I bring ideas of the songs and we just jam them. We just record and see where we're going with new songs. And then we did that, and then we stopped for months. And then we started during pandemic. We started this rehearsal sessions, as I call it. So we just get together for 2 weeks again, confront some ideas, go back home, relax for 2 weeks, go back and forth until I had a big chunk of the music, and then we started recording. So, but the difference is that it's pretty much similar every time we approach that, but this time it was just spread out in time. Okay.
Yeah.
It was like if we knew that, okay, if there is no deadline, let's just take it easy. Okay, let's just not rush, which is good and bad. Obviously, it has advantages, disadvantages. The advantages are, well, in the first place, in my case, I can take my time with, let's say, guitar parts and especially vocal parts that I particularly treat with attention, and I really want to do my best and outdo myself. And I think this is my best vocal performance ever. I'm very proud of it. Secondly, if it takes too much time, that's what's happening now. We are releasing the record in 10 days, and it's new to you, and it's gonna be fresh and new to everyone out there. But for me, it's already fucking old. 2 years, 3 years long, old songs. It's like, trust me, I'm already collecting ideas for the next album. So don't be surprised if you'll be seeing Behemoth entering the studio sooner than you think. So,
well, that's nice to hear. Awesome. And did you also draw inspiration from these desperate times the world is in, like lyrically or musically?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, like, to me, like, this new album is way more existentially driven. A lot of questions, a lot of things that you can really relate to what is actually happening around us. Off to war. Are we defenseless prey in the predator's eye? I mean, it's more than obvious, what you can link it to, you know what I mean? And I even wrote that. Obviously, it's universal, I didn't write that about the war in Ukraine, but you can, like, when you read it, it'll be like, are you? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like it stimulates you. I just ask questions, and I'm not really giving an answer, like an answer here. I really like to throw questions, because sometimes, in the first place, I throw them at me. I'm asking myself who I am at this very time, what I'm doing here, why I'm doing that, where I'm going. It's not like 30 years ago I just came up, okay, that's what I'm doing, and I just stick to my cause. No, I mean, like, every now and then you have to revisit that, ask the same questions, because maybe there's different answers, maybe there's no answers, maybe you want to change the trajectory of your actions or your visions. You know what I mean? It's like, it's complicated,
Yeah, but also very philosophical, as I can see.
It's very philosophical. Yeah. I mean, I have a tendency to overthink, to just drift away and stuff, but
that's a good thing. That's a good thing, I guess.
I mean, well, maybe it's good, for an interviewer like you, because you have someone that just we're not just talking about why you wrote that riff. I don't know why. I just fucking do things. So maybe I'm a good talker. But trust me, sometimes it can be very intoxicating. It's also, like, for the other people around, it's just like, people like myself, I don't think we're the easiest people to be around with. I think that artistically it pays off, because eventually I can write something that I consider valuable and quality and good. And it's not bullshit. It's not just some fucking small talk, chit chat, crap. And I would hate myself doing that. I would never do that. I would just quit before doing that. So death before dishonor, of course. So I really want to make a statement with what I say and what I play. I really, maybe it's arrogant of me saying that, but I do believe I can make a change. Even if in a global picture, all I do is pretty much irrelevant, and I'm aware of that. The existentialist is coming out of me now, and also maybe a decadent person as well, which I am to some extent. But I mean, at least it's colorful when you read the lyrics or listen to our music. It's not simple. It makes you think. And yeah.
All right. So next question: What are your plans for the future? Like, what's your biggest wish? And no matter if it's work related or personal, like no more stupid people in your life. Anybody you would love to work with? Any idols?
Yes. Yes. Billy Idols. No, I mean, I just came up with this idea of working with Jamie Browse from Stranger Things on the song For Me and That Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's interested. I'm interested. Let's see what happens.
Cool.
So maybe I shouldn't be spoiling anything now, but I already said that. So let it go into ether. And next year is pretty open, but you can see Behemoth will be covering most important summer festivals next year, and it's going to be brutal. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. And I bet that we will start doing something musically again, something new next year. No plans yet. I know that it's coming.
Okay.
So, and from like a short-term plans, tomorrow we're shooting a video for Once Upon a Pale Horse, sixth single from this new album, and I'm really excited about that because the concept is really cool. We're combining the 3D world with the band performing within, and I don't think we've ever done that. So this is a short-term artistic goal that I'm sure it's gonna turn out great.
So yeah, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans and our listeners lastly?
Yes, I want to say thank you so much, Germany, for support. I'm really happy to see that Behemoth legions are growing in Germany. And I could clearly see that when performing Wacken this year. So stay metal, because Germany is actually a fucking capital of heavy metal of Europe. So do not change that. And yeah, if you're still not like sure if you want to go to see Behemoth, Archer, and Carcass onto others this fall, do not fucking hesitate, because we never know when they're gonna shut it down again. Okay, so if you see us around, visit the show, join the crowd, go crazy. Be very much appreciated.
That's right. Get your tickets. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Nergal, for taking the time. I'll see you in Frankfurt.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Cheers.